Okay, we're going to go with another video for you. And here we have, well, Pigpen and Gutter Trash.
Providing service. So, here's the back gate.
Back gate.
And I see no signage whatsoever.
So that doesn't mean you can trespass.
So, gate's wide open, and no signage saying we can't go in is an invitation to me to go in the back.
No, it's an indication that maybe you shouldn't go there or it's private property. Somebody at their house leaves their garage door open. Oh, obviously they want me to steal the car. No, that's not the way it is. And for those of you who've been to law school, you can understand how this is a deterrent. Even though it's open and there's no sign. I didn't see a sign. And I didn't see a sign at the bank that said, "Don't rob this bank."
Yeah. And that's what we usually do. And just so you guys know, we always respect proper signage
and
restricted
lie.
areas. But if this is not listed as a restricted area, I mean, I can assume that this is the back parking lot where the employees are.
Okay, he talks.
All right,
he's
and
got
here's
a complaint.
the gate to this area, this back area of the post office from the other side of the building. So here's a stop sign, which is obviously a traffic sign, which is telling vehicles to stop, nothing to do with pedestrians. And then the gate is open so you can't see this sign, but here it is. Cool. Stop sign! Wow. Glad I wasn't walking around the corner when he came flying through there.
He wasn't flying through there. He was driving at a very moderate speed, actually very slow speed. I am a former cop myself. You know, a lot of people went through stop signs, you know, like at 2 in the morning. We didn't even bother ticketing him or anything like that. We consider that such a minor offense. But stop sign, well, the person is an employee. They do work there, unlike you. But he's got a complaint. Stop sign.
See, now a sign like that is directing him to stop, so he should follow that sign. They'll come out and hold us.
You are not a Leo, jackass. Okay? You're not a Leo. You saw someone violate the law? Report it to the cops.
To signs that don't exist, but the ones that do here for the postal workers.
And now he's going to
don't
trespass.
Seem to be enforced.
And he's going in
Hey,
there.
don't forget that stop sign next time you come in.
Okay, you saw somebody commit a traffic violation, a very minor one, so you're trespassing. By the way, if it doesn't have a sign that says no trespassing, that's not an invitation saying that you can. Okay. Just letting you know. And he goes on and on and on, and he just gets in some more talking and tells us about how his day is. And okay.
What are you photographing, boys?
Did he express to you? We're in the middle of taking audio and video. So we're not interested in having a conversation right now. Is that okay with you?
No, it's not okay with me.
It's not okay with you that I'm not interested in having a conversation with you? You're going to force me to?
No, she's not going to force you to.
You better take that mask off, a little oxygen into the brain there. I don't know what's going on. You feeling okay? Whoa, what the fuck? What are you, out of your fucking mind, lady?
Whoa, what the fuck? What are you, out of your fucking mind, lady?
Whoa, what the fuck? What are you, out of your fucking mind, lady?
Yeah, I'm out of my fucking mind.
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna hit me?
And his videos are fully monetized. I got to tell you that right now. Okay? Now, his son took the same thing, by the way.
You're gonna force me to?
This is Pigpen. Let's get another angle of this.
You better take that mask off, a little oxygen into the brain there. I don't know what's going on. You feeling okay? Whoa, what are you, out of your fucking mind, lady? What are you gonna do? You're gonna hit me with your car?
Are you?
Okay, did she try to hit him with the car? Well, a lawyer could argue it both ways. Yeah, it could be Lloyd. Oh, yeah, she tried to hit him, tried to run him over. Or, no, she was going very slow and stopping, and she was just she was agitated. Another lawyer might argue that he started it and he was aggravating the hell out of her. Okay? I mean, for those of you who've been to law school, you know that this can be argued either way.
Out of your mind?
Are you serious?
Do you have any idea that you can't sit there and take photos on federal property?
Why don't you go call the
without
cops?
giving?
Why don't you go call the cops and I'll show them the video of you trying to hit me with your car and we'll get you arrested. How about that, smart ass? How about that? Back away from me.
This lady's about
Tell me
60
right
years
Stop
old.
walking up to me.
Back away from you?
Yes. Back away from me. Get in your car. Listen to him and get in your car and go home.
He actually paid that supporter that's yelling in the background. Amagansett Press is wonderful. He's doing a great thing. That's he pays these people now, gives them a few bucks, offers some of the homeless people a buck or two, said, and then they say, "Hey, Amagansett Press, I'm a great fan. I watch you all the time. You're wonderful." She's in her 60s, it looks like. She's shorter than he is. She poses no
I
threat to
don't
him.
take orders from schmoes like you boys.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to take orders from you and answer your stupid fucking questions. Get in your car and get out of here.
You cannot photograph people.
I'm doing it right now. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Okay, he's picking a fight, and she's chasing him. And notice his pepper spray was already ready. He had it in his hand before she
Stupid
even
mistake,
drove up
lady.
to him.
You don't assault people out in public. Bad move. You gonna stick around and be a witness, buddy? Yeah, no problem. Awesome. Appreciate you. We got witnesses, lady.
Paid
If I was you, I'd get in your
witnesses.
car and go home before you dig yourself. I'm gonna have you arrested for trying to hit me with your car.
Paid
So if I was
witnesses.
you, I would just leave. I'm gonna give you that chance because I'm not gonna call the cops. You wanna call them? I will.
Michigan EKC 1371.
Okay, he's
You gotta be out of your mind.
Tried to hit us with a car.
duxing her.
Try to hit me with her car.
Tried to
maybe
hit
drive
us with the
and
car?
drive me
No, him, maybe.
Michigan EKC 1371.
Hey, you know what? I can show you my driver's license.
Lady, I don't want anything
motherfucker.
from you. I want you to get away from me.
I want you to stop photographing people
Not gonna
without
happen.
them signing a disclaimer
Not
saying
gonna
it's
happen.
all right.
Not gonna happen. Get in your car and go home.
You could say she's standing up for her rights. That is a good argument. I don't advise doing what she did with the car, but you know what? Tell you the truth, it could be argued that she was responding to being aggravated. And actually, he was picking the fight in the beginning.
You made a mess out of yourself. Before you make it worse, get in your car and go home.
I don't take orders from schmucks like you.
I don't take orders from people like you either. You made a mistake here today. Just go home, lick your wounds, and feel better about yourself. You made a mistake.
What is it you're photographing, fella?
None of your business. You made a mistake.
What are you photographing on federal property, fellows?
None of your business. You made a mistake. I would get in my car and go home if I was you. If you call 911 and the cops get here, I'm having you arrested. I promise you.
And they probably
We have
will
you on
arrest
3
her.
cameras, and I have a witness.
A paid witness.
I don't want to press charges against you. I want you to go
Yeah,
home and
you
think
do.
about the stupidity you just pulled and don't do it again.
Better get behind something with this lady.
Hi.
No, there's 2 of you against her, and you got pepper spray in your hands.
Ann Arbor. There's 2 guys here with cameras standing outside the
Yeah.
door of the post office.
Wait, let's see if I can
filming
get this.
people as they come out. And I stopped to ask them what they were taking photos of because I do not wish to have my likeness on somebody else's camera without knowing the reason for it. And I'm calling from the post office. I'm reading.
Better get behind something with this lady.
Hi.
Now they got the
I'm
pepper
calling
spray
from-
deployed.
I'm calling from the post office
I don't know if you can
on
see
Green Road
that.
in Ann
but,
Arbor. There's 2 guys here with cameras standing outside
yeah, he's got the
door
pepper
of the
spray.
post
Dang, I
office,
missed it again.
filming
Try
people
to-
as they come out. And I stopped to ask.
Trying to get the. But anyway,
Gotta
he's
get
got
behind
pepper
something with
spray
this lady.
already.
I'm calling from.
at the bottom of the thing, so-
Green Road in Ann Arbor. There's 2 guys here with cameras standing outside the door of the
Yeah, he's
post
got the
office,
pepper spray already,
filming
ready to
people
go.
As they come out, and I stopped to ask them what they were taking photos of because I do not
And
wish to
she's
have
kind of
my
agitated.
life
She's older. Okay, she's in her 60s,
without
so
knowing
she's a
the
little older
reason for
lady.
it. They're on federal property and they're being rather obnoxious and just shot me in the face with their whatever silly.
Oh, they
pepper spray
sprayed her.
thing it was. So I would like the police to come.
She's been sprayed already,
I think
twice.
you should call.
Oh, wait, he doesn't have this in his
Call
camera.
911 when the cops get here.
He doesn't have that.
You made a mistake. With her car and then gets out of her car and tries to assault.
Oh, wait, she's been sprayed twice. Okay.
Hey, with your car?
Are you out of your mind?
Are you
Do you have
serious?
any idea that you can't?
I always saw you hit him with your car.
I don't take orders from schmoes like you boys.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to take orders from you and answer your stupid fucking questions. Get in your car and get out of here.
You cannot photograph people.
I'm doing it right now. What are you gonna do about it?
Public.
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, and she's getting sprayed. And she's getting sprayed from two angles, so she's got, okay, from the side and the front. Okay, so they both got her. Pigpen and gutter trash got her. Okay, so, and they're
do about
pretty
it?
proud of that. Yeah, boom. Pepper sprayed. All right.
Stupid mistake, lady. You don't assault people out in public. Bad move.
Okay, there's no reason for Pigpen to spray her.
You gonna stick around and be a witness, buddy? Yeah, no problem. Awesome.
Another
Appreciate you. We got
paid
witnesses,
witness.
lady. If I was you, I'd get in your car and go home before you dig yourself. I'm gonna have you arrested for trying to hit me with your car.
Yeah, and they probably will arrest her for this, okay? I mean, that's just the way it is. Okay?
The Constitution. Think about this phrase, from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. In 1987, the Hearst Corporation conducted a survey to mark the bicentennial of the U.S. Constitution. Over 50% of survey participants thought that that phrase, from each according to his ability to each according to his needs, was part of the U.S. Constitution. And this wasn't a one-off result. According to a 2002 Columbia Law School study, nearly 2/3 of persons polled thought that this phrase came from the Constitution or from one of the Founding Fathers. But this phrase does not appear in the Constitution. James Madison, the author of the Constitution, didn't say it either. So, who did? Well, this was written by none other than Karl Marx in 1875, and then parodied by George Orwell in Animal Farm. Marx wasn't the first person to articulate this idea. Scholars trace the concept to the New Testament, which states in part, and distribution was made unto every man according as he had need. Now, the Soviet Union eventually incorporated the slogan into its constitution as, quote, from each according to his ability to each according to his work. But that has never appeared in the U.S. Constitution. So you can imagine if Americans confuse the U.S. Constitution with the Soviet Constitution, they're probably wrong about a whole bunch of other things. Without representation, found its way into the Constitution, right? Well, the popular history of the American Revolution goes something like this. The colonists got so fed up with King George III's high taxes that they chucked British tea into the Boston Harbor, decided Americans would henceforth become coffee drinkers, and wrote a constitution ensuring that no one would ever be taxed again without being adequately represented. Well, as a resident of the District of Columbia, I would have to take issue with this particular summary of American history. In the 1700s, the colonists objected to the Stamp Act and other similar laws that imposed taxes on them because they couldn't vote and didn't have representation in Parliament. And in response, the English came up with a theory of virtual representation, which meant that since Parliament existed, every British subject was represented, regardless of whether they could vote. Of course, the young American colonists didn't exactly take to this early version of Zoom meetings. After all the pontificating about taxes and voting and the subsequent War of Independence, perhaps the biggest surprise of all is that the taxation without representation didn't make it into the final cut of the Constitution. Though the colonists did try hard to work it into the founding documents. The Articles of Confederation incorporated a we hate taxes stance by denying the federal government the right to levy taxes at all. This sounded cool on paper, but was a really big mess in reality because the new government couldn't pay its war debts. Interesting question. Do people have a constitutional right to enter a store or a restaurant? The Constitution is often silent about most things, so it shouldn't be surprising that no one has an explicit reference to where people are allowed to be, but the 1980 U.S. Supreme Court case Pruneyard Shopping Center versus Robbins said that the Constitution does not give people an absolute right to enter and remain on private property, even if they intend to exercise their First Amendment right to free expression. So if this man wants to get into a restaurant to protest, he doesn't actually have a constitutional right to do so, despite the First Amendment. But what about if the city or state government has imposed a vaccination requirement to enter? Does that violate the Constitution? Well, so far the answer is no, because not all unequal treatment violates federal or state. Defendants are very much part of the Constitution. For example, the Fifth Amendment bars self-incrimination. Quote, no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself. This is known as the right to remain silent. The Sixth Amendment requires that people be given a speedy and impartial jury trial, an attorney in criminal prosecutions, and establishes defendants' right to confront adverse witnesses. And the 14th Amendment provides for due process of law. However, the Constitution does not require that a state prove that someone committed a crime beyond a reasonable doubt. And the Constitution doesn't say that you're innocent until proven guilty. Now, I'm not saying that the concept of innocent until proven guilty is not important, but the bigger point is that not all fundamental rights can be sourced directly to a line of text in the Constitution.